A massage therapist can help with the treatment of calf strain by looking at the structures and see which ones might be tight, helping to flush out, break down any adhesions that might be forming after the point of acute injury. So if there's a certain amount of bleeding or swelling or pain in the area, the first protocol will be to do RICE, which is rest, ice, compression and elevation. And you might want active mobilization, so you might want mild movement rather than a lot of pressure being put through the calf. Depending on the grade, will depend on the frequency of how often you need to see the therapist. And the grade means that have you strained it severely or is it a mild strain? If it's a mild strain, usually a couple of treatments will take care of it, but if it's a severe strain, you'll need to see the therapist at least 3 to 4 sessions probably, depending on the location and the client's compliance to the recommendations that they are given.